Are we good? Come on, Wi-Fi, help me out here. We're gonna try this one more time. Welcome in everybody to the Dose of Dion 2.0 show. Yes, this is the second time we're actually doing this. Thank you for hopping over here. If you did, yeah, the first one was really laggy, so we had to switch it over to this. I'm not sure why it was like that, but I just had to reset it basically. And now we're good. It seems like we're good. Hopefully, it's okay. But yeah, so we're back on. I think it is episode number 5. I know I'm going a little bit earlier today. It's like 2 o'clock. I kind of told you guys I was gonna probably think about doing that. The reason I had to go a little bit earlier today is because I do have school later tonight, so I'll have to leave at about 4 o'clock. So I wanted to get this out now. Have that live stream up. I don't know. I may record before I go. I may not. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with my time right now, because by the time I get back, I could probably record again. But I wanted to do the live stream now. That way, while I'm gone, you guys can watch it if you weren't in here. But the title of the video is exactly what the main topic is for this video, and it should be, right? That's all the news right now is the backup quarterback position. As usual, you guys can go off in the chat. You guys can say whatever you want to say. You guys can ask questions, and we can walk through those. We can listen to what you guys have to say. I'll probably be on to be about 30 to 40 minutes today, just because I got to get ready and stuff. But anyways, yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. That's the main topic of today's video, is that backup quarterback position. So if I don't have any questions, I'll just talk about the backup quarterback a little bit, go through a few things, and then we'll hop on out of here. Okay, so looking at the backup quarterback position, there's a lot of talented players here. I mean, you could say we don't know a lot about all these guys though. We don't know a lot necessarily about Luis Perez. We haven't really seen him much in the NFL. It says, do you want Eric Berry? No, Mackey's world. Here's the thing. Eric Berry's talented. Is he still a free agent? I'm not even sure if he's still a free agent. I think he may have been signed. But if he is still a free agent, no. I mean, I wouldn't go for Eric Berry. I just wouldn't want that big contract. You'd probably get a pretty nice contract. And at the same time, I like our safety depth. Like, I would rather spend money elsewhere, like offensive line, those kind of positions, than go safety. I mean, yes, talented, yes, but I'd rather go elsewhere in other positions of need. So that's how I would address that. But the backup quarterback position, as we know, we don't know a lot about Luis Perez, who we signed yesterday. We did release David Fouls today. I did post a video on that. So if you guys want to check that out, you definitely can if you have not. And then we have Josh Johnson still. And we also have Tom Savage, who's returning to practice. And I think that's very interesting to see what Tom Savage brings, because most likely Tom Savage is going to play this week. This will pretty much be those three quarterbacks playing. I think we may keep all three. It's interesting about it. We're going to see how much each quarterback gets to play, because, you're going to have to split it between three quarterbacks, not just two. So it can't be one half, one half. You're going to have to split it between three guys. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Detroit Lions really spread that time up between these players. But at the same time, Luis Perez, again, is a new guy we don't know a lot about. So I would assume he'd be on the bottom of the depth chart, and then it'd be Josh Johnson, excuse me. I don't know if I said Josh Jackson. And then it would be at the top would be Tom Savage. That's probably how the backup quarterback position will look. So that's kind of what I'm expecting now out of the backup quarterback position for the Lions. But again, I don't know who's going to win that role. If I had to pick who probably has a leg up in the race right now, I would probably go with Tom Savage. I'm more confident that how Tom Savage will win this backup race than anything. Now, the next question would be, how many quarterbacks do we keep, right? Do we keep 2 quarterbacks, 3 quarterbacks? What do we do there? Because obviously Matthew Stafford's one, and then you have a backup quarterback. But do you keep a third string? I don't know if we kept a third string last season, but sometimes teams do, sometimes teams don't. For us, I don't think we necessarily need to. I feel like Stafford's a guy we've been able to rely on a lot. You really don't always need a third string. Obviously, you have quarterbacks on the practice squad, so if during the season you need to bring someone up, you can do that. And then obviously there's free agents. Also, quarterback news, I guess. Colin Kaepernick going to the Colts. Like, what the heck? What's up with that, right? I mean, we got Colin Kaepernick going to the Colts. We have the Colts who have had Andrew Luck retiring. So there's definitely some crazy stuff going on there. You say you miss Jake Rudock. Yeah, Jake Rudock, I definitely liked him because he was out of Michigan. He didn't seem that good for us. He seemed okay, but yeah, we did move on from Jake Rudock, and he was actually a guy that Bob Quinn did draft, and Bob Quinn is about drafting quarterbacks. So maybe we were looking for the next Tom Brady there. He still, I guess, could be, but we'll see. Maybe he's just a very, very, very late bloomer. Where is he now? He's with the he's at the Cardinal. No, he's with the Dolphins now. I believe, as their third string quarterback. So yeah, I mean, that'll be a guy that's probably out by cuts. So I mean, who knows? A lot of things are going to happen when cuts happen. I know the Dolphins today kind of got rid of Akeem Spence, and I think Mills. I think they got rid of him as well. So they gave rid of some talent. We're going to see a lot of talent around the league. So I mean, if you're going to hop into the offensive line type of questioning, then we may even look at offensive linemen once that happens. Back quarterback still. I guess I would think, though, it's Tom Savage. As long as he's healthy, I'm going to go with Tom Savage as backup. Then for me, the last question I have to ask myself is whether or not the Lions will keep 3 quarterbacks, because if they keep 3 quarterbacks, I don't know necessarily who that third one will be. That'd be the question. But if they keep 2, for me, simple enough, I think it would be Tom Savage. But again, keeping 3 quarterbacks changes things up a little bit because now you have options. I would say Josh Johnson so far would probably be up because we've seen him before and he's been here for a little bit. Same time though, Luis Perez could definitely show us some things. You think we're going to try to get Trent Will? We need him. I don't know, man. Look, here's the thing. There's a lot of options for us. There's a lot of things we can do. For me, I really want to go offensive line. So I see what you're saying. I would like to go offensive line. Always we need some O-line help just in case dude got hurt. Just because dude got hurt. Yeah, I think all the O-line is so important, and that would be the first thing that I would definitely address. If there's any big cuts that happen, whatever the Detroit Lions have left in cap room or what they can spend, I would go offensive line first, figure that position out. I mean, even if you don't want to go get a starter, at least go get someone that's a rotational guy that can help when injuries do happen because they will happen. We've already seen one happen. Linebacker may even be one of those positions that we look at. Those were probably the 2 positions that we would look at. I do kind of like the depth of the linebacker position. Maybe we look for a starter type of player. I think I had a weird dream that Anthony Barr was cut. I'm not sure why I had that dream. I don't know. We should get Trent, but left tackle, we need guard. Yeah, look, I think the left tackle position with Taylor Decker is good. We do need the guard, though. That's what I would do, yes. If I was going to go get an offensive lineman, I would definitely look at that guard position. I'm okay with our tackles. Rick Wagner, I know he's older. I would bring in a younger guy maybe behind him, kind of like we try to do, I guess you could say, with Ryan Pope. But I don't know. I think I would go guard first. I would try to figure out that guard spot. And honestly, this is one of the positions where you can spend a lot of money if you wanted to go try to get a starter. We could move Decker to guard. We could. I mean, he probably could play that. I don't think he's played it much. I don't even think he played that at all at Ohio State. I don't know if he did. So it'd really just be you have to kind of talk to him, work with him a little bit, see if it's something that he can do. Because this time, I really don't know if Decker would be, really good at that. We know Glasgow was able to do that, but from center to guard, I feel like is kind of similar because they're both the inside. I think tackle may be a little bit different, but we'll see. Maybe if Decker can do that, then yeah, bring another another offensive tackle would make sense if Decker can move into the inside because now you're really just looking at that right guard position. But honestly, if Glasgow's there and when Ragnow gets healthy, your first 5 is good, and then you're just looking at guys that are rotational pieces, which we kind of have with guys like Daw, Wiggins, those type of players. So yeah, looking at the offensive line, I think that's definitely the biggest concern for me is where we need help is that offensive line position. And again, the backup quarterback's a huge question mark for me. I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that. Again, though, I'd think it'd be Stafford and Savage. And if we keep a third, I'm going to go with Johnson at this point. But I'm curious to see what Luis Perez can do, okay? All I've seen from Luis Perez, I haven't seen a lot, is that he's got a pretty big arm and he's pretty accurate with that deep ball, okay? He's got the deep ball accuracy slider all the way up. So I'm thinking Luis Perez is one of those guys that maybe he can come in, be kind of similar to Stafford with that big arm talent, maybe have a couple big plays in that 4th preseason game and definitely help himself out to try to make the team. He's definitely in a tough position. He's going to have to play really, really well to make the team. So that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. Really just kind of look at that quarterback position, see if you guys had any thoughts on it. I think I went out live the wrong time, guys. I think people are still in school, which is fine. They can watch this back for sure. But I just have to do this. Next time I could probably go live around 2:30. Maybe that would be a better time. He was your favorite quarterback in the AAF. Yeah, I heard it. He was a really good quarterback in the AAF from what I can tell. He was one of the better quarterbacks. And I'm telling you, I think I made a video on my old channel when the AAF was going on. 5 players that Lions could sign, and I'm pretty sure I put him in that list just because that backup quarterback position was, again, something that we could have used, and now we bring him in. So it's kind of interesting that we definitely brought him in. There was actually a lot of AAF players. I think Jamar Summers was even from the AAF too, that cornerback that we brought in. So that's 2 players from the AAF, I believe. So yeah, I mean, good for the AAF. They're getting in players throughout the NFL, so that's nice to see. I know a few guys have actually went into the NFL from that league, so that's kind of cool. And apparently we have 2 of those guys, right? And I think the cornerback position is something that we don't talk about enough. And I mean, you could say we talk about it enough, but we don't necessarily always look at the right points. We don't always look at, okay, Tease Tabor as being that cornerback, right? We look at those guys. We look at Tease, we look at Michael Ford. But sometimes we forget to talk about the guys like Jamar Summers, like the D Virgins, like the CJ Moores of the world. Those kind of guys that are easy to forget about that potentially could make the team. I like it. Stafford goes down. So the storylines would be about that point, right? Stafford goes down, dude, we'd be in trouble anyways. So I think Savage may be the most veteran type of player that maybe you could squeeze out a few wins with if you had to, kind of like a Nick Foles. I'm not saying he's Nick Foles, but similar. I don't know. Luis Perez, it's always nice to have new young guys. You said nice talking to keep up. Wait, nice talking to you, bro. Keep up the good work. I got to practice. Hey, have fun at practice, man. Go do your thing. But yeah, so yeah, if Stafford did go down, the backup quarterback position would definitely Savage is garbage. Yeah, I mean, look, he's Savage. I'm not saying he's been good throughout his career. Looking at our in-house options though, here's the thing: we just haven't seen enough of Savage on the Lions. Okay, we only saw three passes from him, and I want to see more. You can say, oh, he's 66%. Well, he's only thrown 3 passes, so we need to see more of Tom for sure. Any word on Ragnow and Davis? I haven't necessarily gotten any word. I've heard people talking about he's coming back. They're coming back around week 5. I don't know if that's speculation or that's true at this point. So maybe some people in the chat will get you covered there. I haven't really got anything necessarily yet, other than what I've kind of talked about already about the news with Ragnow and Jared Davis. I like Josh Johnson number 2 throughout the season. I think he's a guy to get it right. Hey, Josh Johnson's definitely an option, right? And he's also a guy that can do both. He can do more than just throw. He can also run. And when you can also run as a quarterback, it definitely helps yourself out a little bit. So maybe we go Josh Johnson. Maybe we bring that guy into a team because again, Tom Savage is a veteran, but so was Josh Johnson. It's not like Josh Johnson's a rookie or something. He's been in this league for a long time. He's backed up before. So he would be someone that is used to this. But yeah, like you guys are saying, I think we're in trouble either way. Really, if Stafford went down, knock on wood, it would just come down to us being able to run the ball. And that's where we really be relying on. And then we just kind of pass when we had to. Plus, he's a change from Stafford. You're right. Exactly, Mike D. He's definitely different from Stafford. Josh Johnson is not similar to Stafford at all. I think Luis Perez is pretty similar to Stafford. And I think Savage is kind of like a full. It's like he's solid at something. I don't think he sticks out. He's not really good at one thing. True. I like the decision making of Johnson. He scrambled it through times. Quarterback have faith in him. That means something. That's true. Yes. Young Dosti Hoyer will be our quarterback. Hey man, I don't know if you want that out there, bro. You guys might hate on me a little bit. If you guys don't like David Fells, you may not want me out there. That might be a problem. I think Savage arm fell off. Let Peeps man, welcome in, dude. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but hey. You're saying Brian Hoyer, man. Brian Hoyer would be a nice backup, man. I'd be down with that. I honestly liked him when he was with the Browns. When Brian Hoyer had to start a few games, I didn't think he was that bad. I really did not. They need a QB in the draft for the future soon, and I think they will. I think from really this year on out, I think they're going to go quarterback pretty much every single draft until they find one that they really like, or I guess until they sign one. Let's break down the Cardinals, assuming right now plays. How do you see week 1 going? I'm getting that. One second. Savage, my least favorite GPA quarterback. Sup, dog? I'm at work. Still wanted to pop and say hello. Hey, I appreciate that, Bash. Welcome in. Throw Logan Thomas out there. Hey, that's always an option. I mean, if we really had to, if things got pretty bad, we had to throw another quarterback out there. Logan Thomas could do it. I would like to see that too. I'd really like to see it like a preseason game. Hoyer, go be here. Watch. The Detroit Lions need Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I don't know how that would work if we're trying to get him as a backup. I'm not sure how easy that would be. I think we got Arizona's number. Not scared. I'm not worried about Arizona either. We don't need Pat Mahomes boy. I'm good with Stafford. Maybe if he was a backup, that'd be kind of cool. No, but seriously, overall, for the Cardinals, I'm not worried about the Cardinals at all. Kyler Murray obviously can run the ball, but what I've seen for Matt Patricia is that when he plays scrambling quarterbacks, he seems to have a lot of success versus those guys, and he seems to be able to kind of take it away. He really contains them. I'm not sure if he's running like his own container or what he's doing, if he's putting a spy up every time, but whatever it may be, that definitely helps him out. And honestly, I talked about this a little bit, but I think the perfect spy for us would be a Miles Killebrew versus fast quarterbacks because he is a linebacker, so he has that talent, but he's also very fast for a linebacker. We don't need Pat Mahomes. What up, Dion? Hey, what up, Detroit fan, man? How you doing? Hey, I think if it goes the worst, we put a coach out there as a quarterback. Yeah, I'm not sure which coach we put out there. You think if we put Matty P out there? I don't know about that one, man. He doesn't seem to be in the best health condition. Yeah, he only has one leg, right? I think that'd be kind of a struggle out there. See Matt Patricia, bro. He's trying to still figure out how he's gonna play, how he's gonna be on the sideline for week 1. Why you not in school? Education is the key to life. Mars Landing, man. I'm not in school right now. I've got to go to school at about 2 hours. 4 o'clock. I'm going to leave around 4 o'clock for school. Well, because tomorrow I'll be out. I get out of school about 10 a.m. and then I will go back into school about. So okay, my schedule's weird, bro. My schedule's weird, and I'm struggling to controlling it. I'm still going to school. I'm struggling to explain it, but I'm still going to school. Don't think I'm not. I'm just chilling here right now. You know how it is. I'm just chilling. Man, we kind of got off topic there really quickly. Okay, good thing there are big things in your future. Hey, I appreciate that, Mars Landing. So I can't remember what we were talking about. But yeah, I guess on the Arizona topic, he seems to be really good against quarterback second scramble and run. He seems to be able to, pretty much take that away, even against a guy like Russell Wilson, who Russell Wilson was better than Kyler Murray. I don't think there's much debate there. Kyler Murray, though, the one thing that he has as an advantage is we haven't seen him yet. So he's going to be a lot different from other running quarterbacks because we don't know what to expect necessarily other than the preseason and in the NFL. That's all we've seen. He's going to get hurt in this first game of the season if he can't stay in the pocket. That could happen, Joseph. I'm not hoping for it, but I'm saying it could happen. That stuff happens a lot. I don't like Kyler. I wouldn't like him either. I wouldn't like him as a Lions quarterback for sure. And that's not even me just going straight up that he's small. It's just that I think people. Here's the thing: people always made an argument against it. Oh, Drew Brees is small. Well, yes, there's 1 in a million, right? It's not even for me that it's small. I just don't like the thought process, the thought of having a quarterback that's almost run first. I mean, I'm not saying he is, but I don't like running quarterbacks. This is not my thing. If you have to do it, great. But I don't like quarterbacks that just run. That's just their thing. I think Michigan will lose to MSU off another punt. Man, I don't see that happening. But that would definitely stink. I think we are going to see something similar to what Hawaii rolled out versus University of Arizona. Cardinals will give us some inside, outside zone. We should eat up our D-line. Our D-line should eat up any kind of run game, really. David Johnson's definitely going to be tough. He's a good running back. But again, our linebackers seem to be able to cover, and that defensive line, as long as they can really keep them from getting the second level often, we should be fine there. It really comes down to Jared Davis. Jared Davis now on the field, our defensive line has to step up and keep them from getting to that linebacker level. And, that's just what our defense line has to do. Bro, I caught while playing GTA. Hey, man, Buckeye Troller, I see you, man, playing GTA. That's what I like to see. All right, well, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Go white. Go white. What's that? Go white. What is that? Is that Michigan State? You say go white in Michigan State, man? I don't even know what that means. Go white. What the heck is that? Go green. That makes sense. I'm not go white, bro. Anyways, yeah. So versus the Cardinals, we should be fine defensively. Almost for me, it comes down to the offensive side of things. How are we going to handle it? I think it's going to be a very simple scheme for us versus the Cardinals. Maybe we got a few trick plays here and there. I would like to see that in week 1. Go green. LOL. Yeah, I was like, what? Go white. Okay. But we offensively, I think it's going to be a pretty simple game plan for us. A lot of running and stuff like that. I'm wondering if Perez is a practice squad eligible. I'm thinking we could easily have gone through week 4 with those 3 dudes: Cut Johnson, Ben Savage, for Perez. Also loved Perez video shared. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, and if he is, that would be a guy that definitely makes sense to be a practice squad type player, a young player. It's that chant. Don't be disrespectful. LOL. Go green, go white. Hey, man, I don't listen to their chant, man. I don't listen to Michigan State's chant. I don't know about that one. They repeat it after each one. I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see it. So I don't watch them enough, I guess. I only watch them when they play Michigan, really, or Ohio State, because that one's pretty interesting. I love when they beat Ohio State, bro. That's some good stuff. Against the Cardinals, I think Matt Stafford going to have 50 picks in a row. All right, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. We got Rocco in the building saying, hey, how you doing, Rocco? Welcome in. What was I talking about before? You'll see a bunch of fire zone from the D versus Arizona. Confused offensive line, confused Murray. Yeah, we need it. I mean, I don't think it'll be too tough to confuse Murray, but that'd be something that we'll definitely try. Rookie quarterbacks, you can get him confused a little bit. We tried to do that with Sam Darnold, right? The first play it worked, and then after that, it didn't work so well. I don't think he played that great. I think we really beat ourselves in that game, but at the same time, yeah, we didn't play the game too well. So hopefully, it's just the opposite of that Jets game last season. Let's Pete's negatives. Yeah. Hey man, that's Let's Pete for you, man. He's definitely a troll. I mean, that's what he calls himself. That's what he is. Pete's Gap for Matthew Stafford. Man, he comes in here though. I give credit to, man. He supports it. I like it. He said 50 pick. He did say, I don't really understand. Bro, what level are you on GTA Online? Me, I'm like 20 something, 20 like 5, maybe 26. I don't know, something like that. I'm not super high. I got it a couple weeks ago, and I haven't played a lot since then. I played a little bit, so I'm in the 20s somewhere. Yeah, so I'm getting better. I just haven't played a lot. I've been really playing a lot of Madden recently. 186. Well, Buckeye, you've been probably playing forever. Then that's whack. Okay, you've probably been playing for years, my guy. That's why your level is so high. Darius Slay will have 50 interceptions, and Darius Slay. Keeping it realistic, Darius Slay is one of those guys that is going to have a big season in 2019. I think people are kind of forgetting about him too. Not necessarily us, but I think other people may be forgetting that Darius Slay is really that good, and he's probably going to have a really big season this year, especially if that defensive line does what it's supposed to do. He could have a lot of interceptions this year. Well, since 2014. Peeps, what are you going to say when the Lions win 50-0? Hey, when they win 50-0, man, he's going to be quiet. He's gonna be quiet. He ain't got nothing to say. I'm not even sure if let peeps. I feel like you said you've been watching for like 5 months, right? So I feel like you're a Lions fan, but I'm not necessarily sure. If that D line holds up, that will help Slay in a big way. Right. If that D line does this thing, man, if we get some pressure, like I've talked about before, without having to send a blitz, it's gonna help everybody out, but it's also gonna help a guy like Slay out for sure. Slay could get back to 5 interceptions or something along those lines. And I think turnovers is definitely the number one key, really, maybe the number one key for our defense. We didn't get much takeaways last year, so hopefully we can get back to that. 4 or 5 wins midway, I think we have a legit chance of making advancing playoffs. Right, 4 to 5 wins. If you're talking through week 8, yes, we do have that bye though, kind of earlier in the season, so that could definitely adjust some things. But I think if we're going into the bye and we have if we had a winning record going in the bye, I think we're definitely going to make the playoffs. So at that point, we just need to keep contained, right? And that's what it really comes down to with Kyler Murray, containing him, maybe putting a spy up or containing. It's just whichever one you want to play. I wouldn't be surprised if they ran some maybe like QB draws right up the middle, stuff like that out of the gun. That could definitely happen. Need to put pressure on the QBs. Exactly. That's what it comes down to. Getting pressure on the quarterbacks opens everything else up for the defense. And, if the Lions can do that, they'll be fine everywhere else defensively. And then it just comes down to the offense side of things. Really, it's not turning the ball over. It's something that we can't do. But I think the Lions have potential, even though they're going to be a different offense, maybe not as exciting, maybe not throw as much, to still put up a lot of points in a few games this season. It's going to take at least a 3-game win streak. Yeah, probably. I mean, I think the 2014, we had like a 4 or 5-game win streak at one point. That 97 year in 2016, I don't know if we necessarily did. I don't know how we did that, because I remember we lost our last 3. So I think maybe up to that point we didn't even lose back-to-back games. So I think that's also a big factor. Not losing back-to-back. If you lose, don't lose the next week again. I think sometimes this season Amani will get more reps than Melvin. He might. I think Amani could definitely grow into that role. Maybe even come up with some big plays for us. What's up, Brett? Welcome in. We need some pressure home as to get. Wait. We need some pressure home as to get feelings for him. Okay. We have 5 wins in a row in 2016. Okay, that sounds right. Because yeah, we did get off that very good start. Well, I mean, not very good start. We got off to a solid start. Wasn't 2016 is the one where we started off 3-1, right? And then we started off 3-1, and then what did we do? We went to 3-3 or something, and then we started winning a lot of games, and we ended up losing our last 3. That was a wacky season, man. I'm telling you, Stafford didn't have like some kind of. What did he have? Did he have what was it, like a finger injury or something? We probably wouldn't have even had the back end of those playoffs. He was really putting that team on his back though, for real. We started 1-3 back in this year. Okay. What year am I thinking of? Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the year they didn't make the playoffs. I'm thinking of the year when they didn't make the playoffs, when they started off, because that's the year when they lost to the Falcons, when they should have beat the Falcons. Then the next week they beat the Vikings. They started off 3-1. Okay, I was thinking of the wrong year. Hey up, what up, Dose? Are you able to upload videos right now? What do you mean upload videos right now? Like right now while I'm talking, I can't really upload a video right at this second, but tell me what you mean by that. They went 8-1 in the middle of the season. Wow. Buckeye most hopeful season. That Monday night Chicago game still gives me the chills. On throwing hand, that loss to the Falcons that loss to the Falcons was so whack, bro. I was so mad. Like, how in the that I'm not even gonna get into that. If Joe Lombardi wasn't a terrible offense coordinator, Lions would have contended for a title with an amazing defense we had that season. Dude, I'm telling you, we had some good times. I mean, 2014 honestly makes me remember when we were 7-2 at one point in that year, and then we played the Cardinals and the Patriots. We lost both those games, which took us to 7-4. But at one point being 7-2, and we were playing, I think it was the 8-1 Cardinals. Like, dude, that's like that. We were literally at that position where it was kind of like, dude, we're really like going to make the NFC championship. We might be one of the best teams in the NFC. I think I broke my phone when they called him down to 1. Bro, honestly, I was losing my mind. I don't remember exactly what happened. I was losing. I know that. Dude, I'm not a robot. Okay. I think Luis Perez will be backup quarterback. He may be. We're gonna have to see a lot of them in week 4, because we haven't seen him in any game situation. So for week 4, he's gonna have to do a lot then if he wants to earn that backup position. Don't forget the Steelers game when they went 0-5 in a row. Dude, that's so, oh my goodness. I always think about that one. Like, how could we literally not score in the red zone at all? We should have easily beat the Steelers. We played better. We just could not score. It's kind of funny because way we beat the Falcons in London was because of the game-saving flag, and the game we lost was a losing flag. Man, Dude, the game at Falcons was literally the most amazing experience. One of my favorite memories, bro. Being down, what was it, 21-0 at the half, and then winning 22-21. That was so crazy. I think New England is going to be scary this year. I think New England's scary every year. They're good every single year. The reason they're good is they just have a good system going on there, and I like what they're doing. Video upload is broken right now. Only live stream works. Sorry, video broken. Video uploaded is broken right now. Only live stream works. Sorry, lol. Yeah, man. So we're we're gonna look, man. I'll have videos uploaded. I'll probably have another video uploaded sometime today. I'm just not sure when, just because of how my schedule's working out today. So I just want to get this live up now. That way, if you can't make it in, people can watch it back while I'm gone. Then when I come back, maybe I can get another video up. If addition to that joints, 18 week 4 preseason abs at 2, I'm done. My worst Lions moment was losing Kansas City to Kansas in England. 45-10. Yeah, that's not a very good time to lose 45-10. Dude, honestly, if we would have had that comeback though versus the Saints when we were down, what was it, 45-10 versus the Saints, I believe it was, and we literally almost came back and we got within a touchdown, right? We were down and we got to 45-38 after that interception from our defensive lineman and he scored. I think that was Ashawn. Dude, that would have been the most amazing comeback in NFL history. I think New England's Buckeye caught that in county jail city. Yeah, but man, that would have been the craziest comeback ever. Dude, I couldn't imagine how that game went. And then they end up scoring. We really had the ball after a punt. We could have did some stuff with it, but unfortunately, I think we turned it over then and we didn't score. But I remember I literally turned the game off at one point. I think in that game, I was so mad. I was like, we're really down by 30. Are you serious? I turn it back on, and then Marvin Jones makes his one-handed wacky catch, and I'm like, what the heck? We ended up starting to come back in that one, but you know how it ended. We all know how it ended. I think New England should have went to the Super Bowl. You think New England should have went to the Super Bowl? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm honestly just hyped for the D line. You're not running on a great wall of Detroit. Hey man, that D line's gonna be something different. That D line's gonna be scary. I'm so excited to see that defensive line. Oh, also I want to give you guys maybe a little bit of announcement. I kind of want to go to that podcast again. So I may have a podcast at some point. I was gonna think, while I'm driving, maybe I could do the podcast. Because I just got really nothing. I could talk to myself, I guess. It's kind of weird to sound like, but I think that'd be a good way to get the podcast going. We almost came back against the Vikings that year on Thanksgiving. We did. I was actually at a hotel that year. I remember that. So seems like Fales was not eligible for the practice squad as a 5-year vet. Yikes. And the press signing was a squad stashing. Looks like Johnson and Savage battling for that backup spot. Well, that would make sense. That would make sense then. I could see that. Trump said build the wall, right? So we did. We built that Great Wall of Detroit. I like that. Great Wall of Detroit. Hey, man. Maybe we shouldn't exactly say that. That probably wouldn't be the maybe not everybody would like that necessarily, but at the same time, if you know what it means, you know what it means. You know what we're talking. We're talking about the D line, man. We ain't talking about anything else. Just gank the wifey's wine. Yeah, okay, Mike D. We won't say nothing. I think the New England Patriots shouldn't go to the Super Bowl, and Kansas City could have, but the Saints had it. They have Kansas City versus the Saints would have been much. I'm okay with the Patriots, man. I respect it. I respect the fact that they win every year because do your thing, man. If you're great, you're great. I'm not going to hate on it. We may not see this ever again. This team does their thing every year. And for me, I'm like, hey, you know what? You're doing your thing. I'm glad I'm able to witness it. I'm sad the Lions aren't there, but at the same time, you're showing greatness, and I can't hate on greatness like that. Make the Detroit Wall great again, right, man? Detroit Wall has been great here and there, but we need to make it great again. It was Sands versus the Kansas City Chiefs last year. That would have been lit. We're going to rely a lot on Carrion's health, probably. But at the same time, with Carrion, we do have some other running backs too. So I understand we're going to rely a lot on Carrion, but I do like the other running backs we have. How are you a Lions fan if you man, look, chill, bro. Let peeps chill, bro. I'm not saying I like the Patriots. I'm saying I respect it. People want to absolutely just bash them, but I can't bash them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go against them and be like, oh, that I hate them. So I don't hate them. They're good. And one thing is we don't play them every year. I don't like it. We play them. I want to beat them. I definitely want to beat the Patriots every time. Thing is, I respect the fact that they are winning every year. I don't like any other team than the Lions. So for me, it doesn't really matter, but I can enjoy them doing their thing, having success. Need offense to score more. Offense does need to score more. Offense needs to step up their game. So hopefully a new offense coordinator does his thing. CJ looked like garbage so far. And people have actually been saying that last week he actually started catching his footing. I think we've seen what we're going to see from CJ. What we're going to get is what we've seen. You need a few yards, boom, that's when you use him. Otherwise, you don't use him. And I think that's what we have seen so far. I hate Dallas. I respect the Pats. Exactly. And I'm not saying I like the Patriots. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm rooting for the Patriots when they play us. Heck no. Like, bro, no, I don't want to say some wacky stuff, but you know what I mean? But at the same time, I have to respect it, bro. They're doing their thing, man. I can't hate on them. They have to cheat to win games. Remember? Hey, man, I guess. I mean, I guess you could say that. What up, Dion? Hey, what up, man? How you doing? I got the third string on Madden. I got him third string on Madden. Okay. That stiff arm was illegal though. Yo, that stiff arm was whack, bro. That stiff arm was whack. He threw that guy off of him. The Lions can't get a QB job fixed. I think the QB job is gonna be good this year. Y'all just wait. Here's the thing. You just wait. Stafford has not had the potential to be this great because he hasn't had the team around him. You just wait for this year, bro. When the team is around him, when he has that tight end, dude, Stafford's going to be something different this year. He just needs to be better than Blunt, LOL. Yeah, we just need to be better than Blunt. I mean, honestly, that's what it comes down to. Just don't be Blunt. Just do what you need to do. Just get a few yards when we need you to, okay? Don't do anything else. Let's see how they live without Gronk. Yeah, that's true. Gronk's going to be a big loss for them. I think they'll be fine, but again, I don't watch them a lot. I don't pay attention to much. I just pay attention to the Lions. People sleeping on Detroit this year. People are absolutely sleeping on them this year. Zenner a pimp. The Rams suck. I remember that. Oh, that pass interference rule, boy, don't get me started. Look, man, I'm not saying I like him. I'm just saying I respect him. Do you think we really need CJ Anderson? Do I think we need him? Man, I don't want to disrespect him, but I don't know if we do. I honestly don't know if we do. I think he can be helpful in some situations, and maybe during the season he'll prove me wrong. Like, dang, we definitely need to do. I don't know if we do. I like Mark Thompson and I like Ty Johnson, and those three for me are something that I would like to see on the field a lot more. But at the same time, maybe he will in certain situations prove that, hey, we kind of do need this guy. So we'll see. Last year was bad, but with a good defense, Stafford will be elite. Dude, Stafford's going to be elite with defense and also the running game and also the tight end. Can't wait for the season to start. I'll be at week 1 of Arizona. Hey, that's awesome. So you're traveling to Arizona or you live there? Can't wait for. Oh, I already read that. Okay. We need a bigger north and south back for those short yard situations, and that could be CJ. Yeah, CJ is there for that. So maybe he'll prove me wrong. So we'll see what happens. I'm rooting for CJ for sure. So yeah, headers have fun. That's gonna be really cool. That's cool that you're going to that opening game. Have fun at that one. Haven't seen Thompson enough, but I like Johnson. You like CJ? Okay. Yeah, I mean it's definitely a mix there. I got no problem with CJ at all, but I just don't want. I just don't want to see them use CJ when they shouldn't. Just use him when you need him. Don't use him in dumb situations. All right, we have other talented, speedy, elusive running backs for that. Reside in Los Angeles, going to make it drive to Arizona. Wow, okay. We could easily go 7-1 at the beginning of the season. They have us losing to Oakland. The only team I'm worried about here is the Bears. Do you think we could go 7-1? Bro, if we went 7-1, that would be awesome. Concerns about the run. Can the Lions offense get off to a fast start with new offense? I'm not concerned about the run. Honestly, maybe some people are. I'm pretty confident. I'm confident that we're going to be okay once the season starts. I really don't want to see any of our running backs gone. Yeah, I don't know if I don't either. I like running backs for sure. I like all 5 of them. Problem is we're probably going to have to get rid of some. I don't see us keeping 5. Hatter's house, how come you're not a Charger fan? I can't wait for week 1. I have been so excited for this season. Super excited, bro. I can't wait to stream that with you guys. It's gonna be so much fun. 7-1, light this city up, man. If we start off 7-1, I mean, we could, dude, the way our schedule lays out, I mean, if we start off 7-1, we could easily finish a 14-2, 15-1 season. Can we blow out the Chargers now that they have injuries? Blow them out? I don't know. I don't know how many blowouts we're gonna have this year. I mean, I think we could. We could have kind of blowouts where they're not like necessarily 50-10, but maybe blowouts where they're like 27-7 or something. We're at the point that they just can't really score, and we're slowly just walking the ball down. They can't stop the run. We get some field goals in there. We just control time of session. That'll be our blowout. I don't see us beating anybody by like 50. I just don't see us throwing that much, but you never know. I'd be okay with it. How do you feel about our depth? Our depth at what? Overall, I like our depth. Overall, at every position, I'm pretty confident. O-line could definitely use some work, but that's pretty much the only position I'm kind of worried about. Two blowouts only. This ain't our team. Yeah, I don't see tons of blowouts. I think the blowouts, like I said, would be like a time possession type of blowout where the other team just can't really get anything on track because of the defense. They're getting stopped in the backfield, and we control time possession, and that's kind of just how that one would roll. So that's kind of how the blowouts, in my opinion, would go this season if there were blowouts. But yeah, I mean, you guys have showed up here today, and I'm surprised. Okay, it looks like 2:30 will probably be the time I go live next time, just because it probably works out with some of you guys better. Maybe if you're going to school and you're just getting home or whatever it may be. So we'll do that next time for sure. Matt definitely looks more comfortable in the spread offense, and that's. Thank you for pointing that out. That's where he needs to. That's where he thrives. You have to do it. Not every time. Just mix it in because that will help him out so much. That will help him out so much. 2011 Lions were literally all blowouts, bro. Those games were whack. I mean, they were just so high scoring. I mean, even if they weren't, they were just high scoring, right? Sometimes they would be down by a lot and they come back just because they they just threw all the time. So that was an awesome team to watch. I kind of wish I could watch that whole season again, but like as my age, so I could really understand it a little bit more. Because back then I was kind of young to understand it. I was watching, I knew it was going down. We were winning, but it was still kind of hard sometimes. We blew them out 2011. I said 2011 team. What is my problem? 2011, 38-10. Good take. Mike D, I appreciate that. Yeah, so y'all have really been supporting this. I appreciate it. I think we'll definitely keep these going. These have been fun. I like answering the questions live, maybe talking about a few things. I'm just glad we have an offensive coordinator who moves the pocket. And that's really what it comes down to. People hate on Stafford, but when he's protected or has 3 or more second forward possessions, he's the dots every time. Stafford can throw dots. Stafford can throw dots, and people don't believe it. Stafford has threw dots a lot of times, but Stafford's just clutch. Like, he don't get nervous. Stafford does it every single time. I mean, we should have had one versus Dallas last season where we put it on Tate right over the defender in the Tate's hands. Unfortunately, though, they caught that wacky pass to Elliott. I mean, if it wasn't for that, we'd have won that game too. Back-to-back Super Bowl wins for Lions in the future. Hey, I'm hoping it starts this year too. Completely clutch. Absolutely. But on Madden, apparently his clutch trait is a no. How, Madden? Come on now. Man, that you gotta fix that. That's a problem. Should Tom Brady be the quarterback for the Detroit Lions? Nope. I don't think we'd ever be able to do that. Who has the 4 second to throw though? That's asking a lot. 4 seconds is asking a lot. But maybe if he can create some time, that does happen. When he creates time, I think if you give him, the regular drop, you give him 1, 2, 3, boom. I mean, he'll dot you up real quick. It's just when they get that voodoo pressure, the mucho pressure, whatever it may be, and they just completely run through our offense line. It's like, what just happened? I mean, that's gonna happen here and there, but it can't be all the time. LOL, he had 4 comebacks in 17 and 8 and 16, right, bro? Like, dude, in 16, it was a comeback every single game. And we really only one of our wins was not a comeback. So that's pretty crazy. And the one win that wasn't a comeback, I was at that game. I believe that was versus the Jaguars. So, man, we don't have much time on earth for the future Super Bowl. Win starts now. It needs to, bro. It needs to start now. We can't keep holding off and saying, oh, next year. It's got to be this year. We got to start going now. And I like that the initiative of signing big name free agents. Hey, it's got to start now, Detroit. Okay, stop waiting. We got the guys here. Let's start winning now. So yeah, it looks good. I like the turnout. You guys are awesome. Wish me luck at school today. First day, actually. It's my first day at the school, so I'm kind of nervous, but you know how it is. It's just school. We'll see how it goes. In all honesty, can anyone else who crafted after quarterback with Stafford? Wait, can anyone else who know? Hey, and that's a good question. I think you're talking about the draft, like when Stafford was drafted. I actually made a video. I think it's on this channel. You can look up. But basically, I went through every single quarterback that was drafted, and there was like it makes it look like the Matthew Stafford pick was so great. Dennis, welcome in. Hey man, how you doing? When you barely take the snap in the defensive end and a linebacker in your face, haven't even got to the route yet. That's my point. Nobody yet. It's Stafford, right? That happens, and that can't happen. Good. Hey, have fun. Thank you. Good. Have fun at school. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm gonna try my best. Happy first day back, bro. Enjoy. Yeah, not really, man. I'm not really gonna enjoy. I'd rather be here. Just tuned in. Who do you think will be the backup? Fingers are pointing to Savage, but the only problem is concussion thoughts. I'm going to go with Savage because, that's just who I have more confidence in. It changes for sure. Some people said Josh Johnson throughout this. I would go with Savage, but definitely the brain issues are concerned. Hopefully he's healthy. I don't want him out there kind of healthy. He needs to be healthy or find something else. I'm thinking Savage too. I want to see Agnew make the return game great again. Hey, man, when he's healthy, that return game is something nasty, all right? Matt Stafford trade Tom Brady. So Matthew Stafford goes to New England. Tom Brady comes to Detroit. Matt Stafford should trade Tom Brady. I don't think that would happen. I don't think the Patriots would do that. I honestly don't think we would do that either. I mean, you know what? The Lions might do that just because it's Matt Patricia. but I don't think the Patriots would do that. And honestly, I wouldn't want that. He's just too old. I don't think he would give us much years. And the system would have to change. Look, I would be okay. I'm okay with what we got. I'm okay with what we got. I like Johnson, but I want to see this new guy. Right. I really want to see him. I'm excited to see what they do. I wouldn't trade for Stafford for Brady. I wouldn't either. I would not trade Stafford for Brady. Just because the future concerns, I don't think that would make any sense for me at all. Whoa, locking. Okay, I got a whole bunch of things going on. Rayman with a comment. So thank you guys for tuning into this. We've ran on for about 40 minutes now. I gotta probably start getting ready to go. And then tonight I'll be back and we can either do another live. Probably not though. We'll probably just do a video. You guys will see one later today. They want to say, heck no. Yeah, that's probably what they'd be like. They'd be like, what'd you say? Nah. See you guys. All right, man. See you guys. Thank you all for stopping in. This was fun. I appreciate y'all. Now, while I'm still talking, I'm gonna click end stream. That way you don't know what happens. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.